On behalf of the Martin County School District and our board, I'd like to welcome you this evening. We appreciate such a good turnout. We'll go ahead and jump right in. First item on the agenda is call to order. This is August 1st, 6 p.m. I'm in the middle school gymnasium. We're going to change the order of the agenda because we do have an executive session. We don't want to go into executive session and have everyone sitting here, so we're going to do that last. So the first item that we will discuss is discussion and possible action on status of Sheldon Park High School facility. And I'll introduce our superintendent, Mr. Sp Meeting, and he will kick things off.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Martin County, and Mr. Chairman, members of the board, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming out this evening. This is a community concern. It's about kids. It is about kids. It's about your kids. Your kids are our kids. And in order for us to deliver the best possible education that we can for our kids, for the future of Martin County, it's going to take everybody in this facility and everybody in this community to work together. So I appreciate the involvement and the engagement that you have in your child's education and in the education of Martin County. We want to bring the value to Martin County education to where it is the gold standard in this state. I really believe that it can be done. I think there are great things that are occurring in this district. As I've talked to several citizens here, certainly since July the 1st, that I've been working with other educators in the district, administrators, and the Board of Education. Folks here want the best for their kids, and I believe that's why I've been called here. I've got a love for children of my own, grandchildren of my own, and when I work with children and I go out and talk to kids in the schools, that's what makes me happy. I really enjoy what I do, and I'm really excited to be here in Martin County as we have a lot of opportunities before us to improve the education of our kids. So to begin the discussion tonight, as you may be well aware, why we're here centrally is about the condition or the status of Sheldon Park High School. I would like to first just share with you the points that the Board of Education must consider tonight on taking action so that we can go forward in preparing our buildings. And may I just emphasize this. I'm an educator. I'm not a litigator. I'm not in a municipality. I'm not in an elected office. I'm an educator. And I am here to lead this district, to position our schools to receive students for the beginning of the 2013-14 school year. I'm singularly focused on leading this district and the instructional team to provide the best education that we can provide to bring value to a Martin County education. And so, to do that, we've got some opportunities in front of us that we've got to make the best as a community. The actions that the board are facing tonight or considering tonight, one of the first areas is to approve the merging of Inez Middle School and Warfield Middle School student enrollments to accommodate district grade levels 6 through 8 in the Warfield Middle School facility beginning with the school year 2013 and 14. Secondly, the board must consider to designate Inez Middle School facility to accommodate district grades 9 through 12 beginning with the school year 2013-2014. And thirdly, the board must consider vacating Sheldon Park High School facilities effective August 1, 2013. And finally, a motion to, in order for our district to prepare properly our buildings and our instructional staff, our faculty and staff, to receive students, the board will consider delaying the beginning of school year 2013-14 from the current date of August the 7th, for first day of students. The board will consider tonight of taking that calendar back 2 weeks, meaning the first day for students to attend Martin County schools. The board will consider August 21st as the first day for student attendance. that will allow our buildings, our faculty and staff, our teachers, our custodians, our bus drivers, Board of Education, all of us who are preparing the school facilities to receive students to do that in a way that we are really ready to provide instruction to our kids and give them the best environment to grow in and be successful. Having said that, I would also like to say that our school administrators are in the audience tonight. I think they're dispersed throughout the audience. And so tonight, during the comment time, that if you have questions or concerns, we invite that. We would ask that you would be recognized, and I will, or somebody will bring you one of the wireless microphones. You can share your comments, your concerns, the questions that you may have. And the administrators and board members that are here, we are listening. We want to take notes. We want to be able to respond to your concerns. If we cannot respond to those tonight, please know that we will do everything that we can to determine the right answer. Go back if we need to research it, we need to make phone calls, whatever that may be. We want to be able to inform our community before we go any further forward to ensure that you are informed about what we're doing here in Martin County School District. And so I would also ask you that while we go through the discussion time on this issue, that you would please, we're not here to solve, we can't solve all issues that we're facing. We're not going to be able to solve all of the what ifs here tonight. Please keep that in mind. Be sensitive and respectful, especially to our administrators and on behalf of the Board of Education. There are some questions that you have that we may not have thought of. I'm sure that there are. But there are areas that are common to all of us. So we will open the floor to that. If we as administrators of the Board of Education feel that there may be more information that we can provide other than what somebody has asked and has been discussed, we'll do that at the end. But once again, I want to welcome you here to this forum that we can discuss Martin County education and how we can improve on that together, working together. We also have with us tonight is a representative from our architect firm, or architect, and that is Dan Kubicon. Dan Kubicon is here. He is the one that authored the report that really led to, I believe it was in the media, about the structural safety of Sheldon Park High School. He is here to respond to any questions that you may have for him, and he is more than willing to come up and talk about the report that he wrote. So keep that in mind as well. All right. So to begin this evening, I would like to again just welcome you here, and if you have a question or a concern about Sheldon Park High School and the safety and why we're here, just raise your hand. I'd be happy to come to you, or you can come to the podium. Is there another box, like you said? Yes, sir. If you could just state your name, if you would, for the audience. I'm sure everybody knows everybody here. For me. So if you could just state your name, and then you can have a discussion.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lori Kramer Smith. I'm an educated and trusted employee of the school system. My position is as a substitute teacher. I'm also a concerned mother of two, having had a daughter who graduated in May in the class of 2013. I have a son who is in the second grade, but this issue is of importance to me. I'm also a lifelong resident of Martin County and graduate of Sheldon Park class of 88. This evening it pains me to know him, to lose our beloved high school. However, if that is what is truly necessary, and it has to be done for the safety of all, I will be the first one to agree with that decision. But what is more this evening is that we have officials in this county and people in this building that do not take our concerns seriously. For every action, there is a reaction. Please do not show blatant disregard for the needs and concerns that our people have. This is our community. Even if those needs cannot be met and we regrettably have to make sacrifices for the safety of all, I beseech you, the board, to be respectful and considerate. Take the time to all of our concerns, no matter how insignificant or frivolous that you think they may be. Remembering that our youth is the most precious resource that Martin County has, these tough decisions that the board has to make and the community has to stand by have to be made and affect them the most. All I'm asking is for everyone here, please voice your concerns with respect and please respond to those concerns with an educated, open mind and a respectful attitude. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sunday Costa. I just want to know how it ended up to be 1 week before school that this all, went down. I mean, you guys have known for a long time that the school was falling apart, and it just seems kind of irresponsible to put the teachers and the faculty and the administrators in this position to have to deal with this right now, right before school starts. But if it is for our kids' safety, then yeah, all this stuff needs to happen, and we need to get them fast.
Try to respond to that. I've been here a short time, but I think I can really respond to it. If not, I'll pass the mic to someone else. Over the last few weeks, especially since July 1, I've been looking very closely at your floor space, your facilities, existing facilities, the age of the facilities, zones and school districts. Keep in mind, today especially, in any district, in any school, the community schools are the hub, they should be, the hub of any community. It's where people gather. Most of that crowd can be found in your local school facilities. And it's more and more, as time goes on, the schools become the center or the hub of activities, not just for education purposes, but for the use of these facilities by the community, whether it's for civic organizations, religious organizations, it could be local youth organizations. All are welcome into our facilities that can be used in because we want the schools to be a safe place. We want them to be a familiar place, whether it's here in Martin County or in Fulton County or the other end of the state. Schools should be a place where children want to come. It should be a place where parents and the community want to come and gather. Probably some of our fondest memories are going to be in our school-age years as we're growing up, whether it's graduations and celebrations and the success that we all share as a community. Having said that, our facilities are getting more wear and tear each and every year. Just the age of the buildings and the original design and structure of a building, as time passes, it's going to deteriorate. Certainly, take Sheldon Park as an example. The codes that existed 40 years ago certainly are not the codes to build by today. And neither are the materials to even build the school with and the design and construction. Quite different than what they are today. As we have gone in the last several weeks, I believe it was in the middle of June, I think the first really blasting event occurred at Sheldon Park High School when I, from a great distance from here, opened up on the internet a news report. There was a boulder the size of a Volkswagen in your parking lot. I don't think it was a monument to anyone. It didn't get there by accident, or it didn't get there by intentional efforts. It was an accident. And I know I was in the community during that month. I know that, for one, JROTC passed that from the high school, and that's what I thought about first. I know there were student activities. School was still in session, I believe, even at the time. A lot of activities. From that time, the blasting company, the construction company, really had we believe, a thorough review from two state offices. One being the state explosive and blasting branch, that's out of the regional office out of Parsonsburg, and the other one is the state transportation cabinet. Both of those serve as oversight for the construction and the blasting, and really, for the last 4 weeks, the the activity has seemed to come to a flashpoint